My name is Tamika Newson. I am a 1993 grad of DePauw University. I was a double major in political science and sociology. I'm also on the Board of Trustees currently, and I'm a DePauw parent. I have a son that is a junior at DePauw. I am currently in-house counsel, litigation counsel for a national company. I'm also a mediator, so I mediate cases when I have time, and I'm also an adjunct professor. I teach a mediation seminar at Georgetown Law School. You'll probably hear this from a lot of DePauw Black alumni from the late 80s, early 90s, under the leadership of the wonderful Dr. Bottoms. We were sought out. I mean, we didn't know about DePauw. I came from Rome, Georgia, but we had wonderful people who came and literally sat across the kitchen table. Charlie Richardson, if people see this, they'll go, "Oh yeah, Mr. Richardson, he came and he talked to my mama too." They came to us, they sought us out, and when I say us, I mean accomplished students of color across the country from north, south, east, and west. And so we all understood the value of a DePauw education, and now we're able to bring it back to our other communities and hopefully continue that DePauw tradition of diversity and inclusion. I tell people that DePauw gives you the tools to interact with anyone, to learn from anyone, to step up your skill set and have the confidence to walk into any room. And so you don't realize these things when you leave DePauw, but as you grow into your profession and you start looking back on those experiences that you had, you said DePauw actually made this possible. You know, when I got there, DePauw was still can be perceived as a very conservative campus. And we were all kind of coming into our own political kind of beings there. And as a student of color, we were really perceived as less than, and that we shouldn't be there, we weren't qualified. And so I started writing for the newspaper, and having that voice, being able to express that voice and push back on some of those stereotypes that we were being given was a point of strength for me. And I was able to take that into my legal practice, and I became the first Black female to join my law firm. I was the first Black woman to make partner at that firm. And while being first is never comfortable, it was a space that I had experienced at DePauw and learned how to be comfortable enough in to be successful. And from there, everything that happened in my career kind of spurred from that moment. So I look at the DePauw experience as, and some people would say those are negative experiences, because we did have some of those too. But when you can take that lemon and make lemonade and see the benefit of on the back end, it was worth it. It's really a homecoming for all of the students of color who went to DePauw University. I tell people it feels so much like home. Even though you've been gone for a while or you graduated a long time ago, you get to see the people, places, and things that make DePauw the bubble that it so fondly is remembered to be, and it just feels like home. Being able to engage with students at DePauw is one of the most rewarding experiences, because we see how much smarter and more engaged and more enlightened the students are now than we were then, and so that's been really wonderful, in being able to help students in their growth and their outplacement, and doing all of the things that we see you being capable of doing as students. That's a really rewarding thing for me, coming back on campus and helping with that process, and also being able to assist the board and looking at the growth that DePauw is making organizationally as an academic institution, with our wonderful president, Dr. Lori White, and our board chair, and everyone who is so excited. We're all so excited about the growth that DePauw has made. And when I say growth, I don't mean necessarily just in numbers, but just also in perspective and in the engagement. And so it's an exciting time to be a DePauw alumni. And I tell people, come back, because you will want to re-engage when you come back and you see all of the wonderful things that are going on.